moving on to the main event, and you said, and we all agree, one of the more compelling stories going on right now with Cody Rhodes. Like what's going to happen with him? I was very intrigued as we were counting down the minutes remaining with Dynamite. Like where they're going to go with this. There's a lot of high spots. We got one of the biggest spots of the match was the crossroads through the table, but it was in picture. Cody came out to a lot of boos. We heard the Cody sucks chant. We had members of the Nightmare Factory and the Nightmare Family come out to ringside, Brock and Lee.
Yep.
And Arn Anderson was even in the ring, dropped the spine buster, got the mist in the face. Get the Glock chance for Big Arn Anderson, which is pretty funny. This was an intense match, an emotional match. The crowd was still not on Team Cody right now.
I know.
So, but I was happy with the finish personally. I'm still, I'm not sold on where they're still going with this. I was hoping to get more of a storyline or, a direction that we're going to see, but I'm still a little lost, but I'm happy with the finish.
It's hard. It's difficult to feel confident about anything where they're going with it because the crowd reaction is so, it feels so odd for AEW. Is the fans are always so, to me, usually they know they can stick to, there's usually the clear cut heels and baby faces in the company, and Cody is really one of those guys who's starting to blur those lines, and I don't think it's anything he's doing. I think the fans are just, there's a segment of the audience that is just turned on him.
Yeah.
And doesn't feel like there's anything that he can do to gain them back. And so it's understandable that I think that you're kind of struggling a little bit with where this story is going. I personally, I love Cody Rhodes. I think that he's,
I do too.
I think he's as good as it gets in pro wrestling from an all around standpoint. A true veteran who knows how to get things done in the ring and on the stick.
Mm-hmm.
But Malakai, I think part of it is because he's going against a guy like Malakai, who is inherently dude's an occult guy. He's got a tattoo of a demon on his back. He's clearly the bad guy visually, but he is so good at so many things that it's easy to fall in love with his character. And because of that, you're going to have people who do not want Malakai's momentum to be derailed, and they don't want Cody to squash Malakai. I think there's a lot of intrigue here, man.
Yeah.
I think that this is not done either. I don't think that this is done.
Really?
I think that there's still more to it. I don't think that one win is going to be the end of this. I think that there's going to be more to it down the road. Full Gear's right around the corner, man.
How do you have 4 matches though within, a couple months? I don't know where they go with this.
Yeah, I get it.
This is, like I said, one of the more intriguing storylines that I'm very interested about.
I don't think that Malakai is going to win like he did against Cody and then take a loss and then just move on. I think that there's going to be some kind of repercussions, and it might be, it might be at the expense of those around Cody. If watching Roads to the Top, a big part of that story arc has been Brandy wanting to get more involved again in wrestling and getting her getting back into the fold. Imagine if Malakai spit the mist in Brandy's face and did something, elevated things that could make things even that much more personal. I don't think that Malakai is going to back down. I think that there's going to be something that pulls Cody back in and really ups the ante heading into Full Gear.